Beast. That's really nice. That's a nice mode. It feels weird though. I don't know. I hope it works. Everyone's saying so far.
We are live, guys. This is the Irish Podcast, episode 15. Now, this podcast has gone through a lot of changes, but I want to thank all the people that stuck by us, okay? All the people that hit that like button, and all the people that tune in every week, as well as the people that come in as guests all the time, okay? I really appreciate you all. I got to say that. I also want to give a huge shout out to Mads Gaming and Wolfflow. If you guys haven't subbed to them, please do, okay? But enough about that, okay? What I want to do is everybody knows who I am. I'm the Titanfall Princess, okay? The host of the show. But we're going to let everybody else introduce themselves. We'll start out with Young Cease. Introduce yourself.
Yo, it's been a while, but I'm back. I want to thank everybody for the support. I've been grinding on the game lately, so hope you guys tune in for the videos and streams that come later on. Follow me on Twitter. I could always use support on there. But that's it for now.
Okay. Joseph, introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? It's Joseph from 704. Just back for another exciting podcast to talk gaming.
Okay. Then we got Demetrius. Introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. This is Dimitri coming at you guys with this. I'm the guest of the show. This is the first time I ever did a podcast, and I hope to be back on here soon. I will try to have TP here send a link to my channel. I'm doing a lot of Call of Duty videos and stuff like that, so hope you guys sub.
Okay. And then we got Carl. Introduce yourself, Carl.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you still sound faded out, but we'll be quiet so we can hear you.
Yeah, what's going on? Playing the Tom Clancy beta right now, so I'm kind of a little, yeah.
Well, you're going to have to put that aside because the Irish podcast comes first, Carl.
It's fun. It's got HDR support. I'm playing on my 4K TV.
Is that the Ghost Recon? Is that the Ghost Recon one? That's awesome.
Yeah, Wildlands, yeah.
It looks dope.
I want to get that For Honor beta.
Yeah, I want that one too. Before we get started, I just want to let you know, unfortunately, one of our permanent panel members can't be here, Puerto Rock. His wife had the night off, so they went on a date. Can't blame him. And unfortunately, I don't know where my other panel member is, HP. He's missing in action. I'll have to find him and whoop his ass, but that's besides the point. Now, we're going to move on to the first topic, guys. The big news today, okay, and I think it's pretty huge news. The PlayStation 4 will have external hard drive support.
Oh,
It's also get them custom backgrounds.
That's
but
cool.
I really think the external hard drive support is huge, especially for people like me that buy physical and digital games. I just can't stand always having to uninstall and install games.
Oh, yeah.
I want all my fighting games installed at one time, okay? That's just me, okay? So we're going to go around the panel, and what are your thoughts on this external hard drive? We'll start at who wants to start it off?
I'll start. I love it's a good topic. So I'm glad that Sony finally made it to the game and putting some good teraflops and terabytes. I know they didn't say teraflops, but terabytes. I think I read an article that this supports 8 terabytes, if I'm correct, and I think that's great. But I have a little bit of minor things that I kind of wish they would maybe explain more. If you compare the Xbox One to externals, they've been doing it for a long time. Since 360, which is great. But I like the fact that the Xbox One supports up to 32 terabytes. You can have two 16 terabytes and two 3.0, but the PS4 can't support
Joseph,
that
I'm not going to
yet.
cut you off, but I'm going to ask you, what does that matter when they're not giving you games for it? So you don't need all of it.
No, the thing is, it's future proof. So if I want to take all my games and move over,
But they're not even announcing games, Joseph. They're not even announcing games.
I don't know.
That's my point.
You never know. There's a lot of games on PS4 that I like, and there's a lot of games I like on Xbox. But to be honest with you, I understand that you play most of your games right now on PS4. I play most of my games on my Xbox, and that's not a bad thing. They're both
No,
great.
it's not a bad thing. But see, the thing is, I completed almost all my games on the Xbox, and they're not giving me what I want
Yeah, you
to play anymore.
You shot your load
Is what I'm
already.
saying.
You shot your load already, and that's perfectly fine. Me, I haven't. I've got tons of games. I don't have all the time to play all my games in one shot. But I'm glad that Sony's giving
Well, neither do I. I work a job. So
yeah, I work a job too.
I just,
Yeah, same.
2 jobs I wear. I totally understand where you're coming from. I think 8 terabytes is great, but I kind of feel like if they're gonna go forward with the future, they should make it ability to have the same thing as Xbox One has, 32 terabytes, which would be nice because
in
you'd
my
be
opinion,
surprised.
if I don't cut you off right there, I think the reason why they're starting off small with it, just to test the waters, you know what I'm saying? To make
Yeah.
sure, because you don't want to go out the gates with the whole 32 or stuff like that. Because I'm sure Sony could have easily done that if they wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure they could have.
Yeah. So, give them some time. If if a lot of people buy the externals, more
They're
hard
going
drive
to.
space. Yeah.
They're definitely going to.
Because I definitely need it. I have 1 TB here in this PS4 Pro, and that's still not enough.
And that's another thing I want to add on to. I'm glad that they add externals to PS4 because now that gives you the ability to have less friction on your internal hard drive so it can run faster, which is great. Now, I don't know if it supports. We know it supports external hard drives now, but will it support solid state external hard drives? That's what I want to know.
That's another question. Yeah,
I don't know if it does yet. I think Xbox One does it, but I'm not sure if it does it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. If anyone knows that, let me know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out because, well, usually where I go to get my external from my Xbox One, I went on this website called newegg.com. So everyone check that out if you're unfamiliar with that. There's a website called Newegg, and I go in there all the time to get PC things and externals and stuff like that. So I have a Samsung external which supports up to 2 terabytes, and I put it in my S. So it's pretty sick. I like it. So I use that more than my internal for the Xbox One. So
anybody else want to add anything to that? Hello?
I hear a controller.
Nah.
That's Young C's. He better stop that. He better answer the question.
Considering the fact that I already
So-
have an update because I got into the beta.
Yeah, I'm in a beta too.
no, I haven't gotten into the beta. How'd you get in? Do you sign up for it online?
Yeah,
or-
you
Yeah,
sign
I
up
got
for
it.
it.
On the
Alright.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Alright,
the beta,
You
you
can
got to
also
sign up
have
for it.
custom
Okay.
themes as well. You can have your own theme. It's not just external drives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if nobody
I
else has
just
anything to add, we'll move to the next subject. The next one is the PS4 is about to reach 60 million, which is crazy because just a couple of episodes ago, we talked about it reaching 50 million.
Mhm.
And now the Nintendo Switch sold out. Congrats to Sony and to Nintendo. This month, we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn, Neo,
That's a great game.
Honor,
Beautiful.
and a few other games. Okay. And next month, Nintendo will launch with one of the biggest releases this year, which is Legend of Zelda.
Hell yeah.
Breath of the Wild. Okay. You all know that. Now, with all these big games coming out, now I got to say this because they've been spamming me in my Twitter. Okay. I haven't heard anything from the Xbox camp about game releases at all. My question is, for the average gamer, is there any reason right now, currently, for you to play a log of old games? That's different. But is there any other reason for you to play or want an Xbox One right now at this point, especially when we see what other platforms are offering?
Well, I could get
absolutely
Sea
not.
of Thieves, you know what I'm saying? I can get a Sea of Thieves.
I saw that game. No.
My thing is, if you want the Xbox games, you're better off getting the Windows 10 PC since all their games are going to be on Windows 10. So
I mean,
there's
I
no point.
guess I guess, but see, here's the thing here. The only
Console,
reason
yeah.
why I say that that makes a lot of sense and it doesn't make sense. Here's the reason. Now, some people don't have good gaming rigs. You know what I'm saying? So some people, if they want to get a Windows game or something like that, if they just say like Quantum Break or something like that, just for an example, if someone were to play Quantum Break, it went straight to Windows PC. So someone doesn't have a really good gaming rig, it's really no point of getting it on Windows. You might as well get on the Xbox One. If you got like a cheap laptop that you buy from Walmart or something that costs not even $300, then what is the point of getting a Windows PC? So I mean, not everyone has a good gaming rig. So I guess that's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are more of a console gamer, like the community we're in are more console players, more than PC players. So that's how I just look at it.
Yeah, I love my consoles. I do.
Right.
I love all of them. I do love all of them.
I like
I
all
really
of them
do.
too. I think
Right,
PC.
right.
I think if we didn't have PCs, we wouldn't have consoles because
Oh yeah.
they both hit
Yeah.
the niche. They both
Oh yeah.
do certain things that help us get our gaming fix. You know.
Right.
Mhm.
I love PC. I think it's a really good platform. My first PC I had got, it wasn't really that powerful. I had a GTX. It wasn't a 1080. It was a 970, and I was able to run Skyrim in 1080p pretty well. It wasn't hitting 60, but it was hitting at least around about 40 to 45 frames. But it was still pretty good. But right now I have a Razer laptop, and it's pretty good too. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I told people before, I've played like maybe some old arcade stuff on my PC, my laptop. I have, but those are the older games.
mhm,
But I'm more of a console person.
I've always been a console person. Matter of
always
fact,
have.
I played some when I was a little kid. I used to play like the Harry Potter games on the PC, or there was a game I used to play, a sport game called Backyard Baseball on the PC. But we're not talking like fidelity graphic. We're talking like little kid games.
Yeah.
When you can get that on the Nintendo consoles back in the day. I just had a gateway computer. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play. It must have had like maybe 256 megabytes of like GPU power. It wasn't even that much.
But see, the thing is, you're a gamer though at heart. That's all that matters.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
play anywhere there's a good game for you to play. See, that's what type of people I want on the podcast. Gamers.
Yeah.
People talk
Right.
about gaming. It don't matter what console it's on. That don't matter to me.
It's all yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
You're a gamer at heart.
Yeah.
Right.
And
How
you're
I
not
look
no
at it.
fanboy, and you're not no
Okay.
crazy fool. You just want to play games.
Hey,
I get
hey,
excited
I
for
take
all
that back.
companies.
I take that back. When I was, I would say, when I was young, I wasn't a fan of Nintendo. See, I would actually be one of those weirdos there, because as a kid growing up, all my friends and all my cousins and stuff had an N64, and I was a kid, and I was rocking the PS1, and I'm still looking at people playing Donkey Kong and Zelda, and I was like, you play those games? That's boring. You play Mario? Ugh, who plays Mario? I'm playing Resident Evil 1 at the age of 6. You see? And a lot of my friends didn't, a lot of my friends and my cousins, they're like, well, Mario, it's one of the, good games, and a lot of people like it. And so even growing up, I never was a Nintendo person. I never was. The only reason why I got a GameCube, because Resident Evil 4, if people remember, it was exclusive to GameCube before it hit on PlayStation 2. So that was the only
Yes.
told my mom. Yeah. So that was the only reason why I even begged my mom to buy me a GameCube. And she was like, I thought you said you don't even like Nintendo products. And I was like, Mom, Resident Evil 4 is on there. I have no choice. I have no choice. And once it moved over to PlayStation 2, you already know what happened to that GameCube. It was locked up at a pawn shop somewhere. So so I never.
What you do that for? I got two of them. I got a gray one and a purple one.
Yeah, but you see, for me, I was just never into Nintendo. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Maybe it was just, I
That's
was the
all right.
oddball. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just couldn't get into their games. I just never enjoyed them. I thought Mario and Donkey Kong and That's the only thing Nintendo brings to the plate. You know what I'm saying? I get sick of playing the same games like that. And I mean, yeah, you can probably argue that PS1 had the same games too. Like they had Spyro back in the day. They had Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
but those new. Those were new.
yeah, but those were more new games and they were more exciting. They brought a lot to the table. I mean, and you don't see Sony just spamming Spyro or spamming Crash Bandicoot for the next 10 to 15, 20 years.
I wish they
mean,
bring that game back, Spyro. They bring it up.
Yeah,
I don't
Spyro's
know
better
what
than Crash,
happened.
in my
I guess
opinion.
Sony lost the rights to it. I don't know.
Insomniac made that.
Right.
Yeah.
That was such a great game.
Yeah, I think you know what it is. It could possibly just be, they're busy doing Spider-Man and other things. I hope they show some gameplay at
Activision
E3.
Activision owns it though.
I got a question. The games that I named that were coming out this month for the PlayStation. Are you guys excited for
Yeah.
those?
You said
yes.
you said
Yes.
Horizon Zero Dawn comes out this month.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that's
already
what
have
I-
it.
Neo.
Yeah.
What other game?
Neo for Honor.
Oh yeah.
For Honor looks interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it day one because it seems
I
don't
like
know.
For Honor because it reminds me a
Ubisoft,
lot.
it
so
of
you
looks
can't-
cool,
you gotta
but
be
it's
cautious.
something I might get bored with after like a month.
It looks
But
really
looks
good
cool.
in my opinion.
It looks good though.
I'm going to
I'm
play
actually
as the
excited
Samurai
for it.
guarantee.
I'm
I love
actually
it
excited.
because
Ubisoft, so you still gotta be cautious with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it reminds me a lot of Chivalry, but with better movement and more realistic. So
Right.
I love it.
Let me ask you guys a question. What about Horizon Zero Dawn? Is it me or maybe I'm just thinking too much of it? But does it look like a Tomb Raider type game, like very Tomb Raider-ish mixed in with Uncharted, in its own little setting, like the gameplay setting is
I
very
don't think
similar?
so.
That's not a
I
bad thing,
personally
You
though.
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so.
You think it's its own game? I just had that Uncharted
That's just my
vibe
opinion.
and that.
You're
I
entitled to
think the
yours.
climbing-
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Just
If that's
'cause
the way you
climb,
feel.
doesn't
No,
mean-
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's really good. I just felt like when I saw the whole bow and arrow thing and the whole
Yeah.
movement, and it just looks so
I see
much
what you're
like
saying,
on
yeah.
Tomb Raider, and I was like,
I don't know. For me, the only hint of Tomb Raider Uncharted-ish I got from it was from the
The
trailer where
climbing.
it says like go deep in the earth and unlock the secrets. I mean, that's the only
right. But no,
Yeah.
that doesn't stop me from buying it. I already pre-ordered it digitally.
yeah,
I
I
don't
pre-ordered
buy
it too.
a whole lot of disc games, and the only time I actually buy a disc game is probably really never. I don't even remember the last time I ever bought a disc game. So
And I
I usually get my game
dynamic
digitally.
theme that comes with it is beautiful.
Right. And it's going to be 4K day one since most people have 4K TVs nowadays. Well, some people should. I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, some people still using 1080p's, but I went to Walmart yesterday and I'm getting my son's milk for Wick, and I saw that Walmart was selling a 4K Vizio TV, and it was only like $750, and then they had like a 42-inch one for not even for what, like 420 or something like that, 400. It was on sale, so I don't think that's not that bad. You know, I mean,
If
at this
it
point,
the $400 one, if it doesn't have HDR, it's not worth getting. And to get the best HDR, you got to pay over $1,000. Mine costs $1,500. If you don't got HDR with your 4K TV, don't even bother.
well, I have HDR to my Samsung, so I mean, I didn't.
What kind
Mine
of
was
Samsung
a
you
regular
got?
1000. It's not the KS8000. It's the KJ8, whatever that is. Whatever that is.
Is it
I have
the
to say,
EU6300?
something like that.
That's an 8-bit panel. That's not a 10-bit panel.
Okay, well, whatever it is. I mean, I
I got
paid
paid
$850 for it, so I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, does it? I'm sure it has
Well, while
HDR. in
4K
it.
TVs are cheap, people think the 4K is the big deal. No, it's the HDR that makes everything great. I'm playing Ghost
And
of Tsushima now with HDR on. That's the game changer. 4K. Is
One
not
thing
the
I
same.
heard too with 4K is that like not every TV that they have for 2016 was all HDR. So
Right.
but this year
so,
should be.
So, is this TV
It all
I have?
depends on your
Is it
budget.
HDR? I mean, I have a 4K.
What TV you got? What's the model number? What's the company?
Samsung, the one I just stated, the K8J 6300.
300.
I think
Yeah.
it is. I
mean,
that
I
is.
have I have the
I'll
PS4
check right
Pro,
now.
and I'm playing in it.
5300's okay, but it doesn't have wide color gamut. It doesn't have a 10-bit panel. And the best Samsung's a good TV, but the best Samsung TVs to get are the KS 8000, 8500.
Yeah, the KS 8000 was
I
was
mean,
the
yeah,
better
who's going to
version.
really drop like 15 to 16?
But dude, like a
That's how-
65-inch, you could get you could have got for $1,500. That's like, go back in 10 years ago when Plasma came out. Not even 20 years ago when Plasma came out. It was 720p. It leaked. It was like 300 pounds. Didn't even have HDMI's in the back of it. No one was even talking about high definition.
Oh, fuck no.
And it was like 46 inches. And it was like 80 grand.
Yeah, I got a 55-inch.
Dude, the KS 8000 is phenomenal. I would have bought one, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait because I have a good feeling Samsung's going to announce a better technology for 4K, and I was right. It was quad LED, which is like QLED, quantum dot technology, which is
quantum dot technology is already out. It's called something else.
You know, it's the same thing as quantum dot, but now it's like physically real quantum dots. It's like
and that's going to be very expensive. It's going to be well over $3,000.
No, they were talking affordability. They were talking like it's going to start from the 7,000 all the way up to the 9,000 series, and they were saying like 55 or 65-inch, at least the same price as what an 8,000 series cost.
The KS
2,000 or less.
The KS 8000, there isn't really much of a difference.
No, there isn't. They said there's like a 15% difference, and there really isn't. You know how I know? Zaire. You know Zaire? Nightfall Princess Zaire. Yeah. He bought both of them. He's like, yo, I can't tell a freaking difference. And I think he returned the 9,000 or he gave it to his little daughter, which is pretty nice of him. But he buys TVs every year. I don't know, like that dude.
See here.
All right, well, I'm gonna get on his ass because he was supposed to send me one. So now
Sony is making the
now he's in trouble. Now, Joseph, now you just told on him. Now he's in trouble. He gave that away.
I think he gave it to his daughter. I could be wrong. Don't.
Now, okay.
Well,
now, here's the thing.
Well, if he gives it to the little one, and that's okay.
Yeah,
but he gave it to somebody else.
Dude, that's an expensive TV. That thing was like $2,800 at the. I don't think he spent that, but he said he got a good deal on it. You know, so.
Well, see, for me,
he looks for deals. He does look for deals.
I would never.
See, like I still have a 1080p TV. It's in my room with me and my girlfriend sleep, and it's a Roku TV. And I didn't even know what the hell was a Roku until I gotten it at Walmart. It was on sale for like $350, I believe, and it's a 50.
You didn't know what a Roku was?
Well, I've heard people talk about it because one of my cousins has one, and he was telling me about it. It was and I looked into it, and I was like, okay, well, this is pretty good. And the damn fucking TV remote doesn't even work on it anymore. So I've been here.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I actually like it. I mean, I control the TV through my cell phone. I don't even control it by the remote.
I think the people who are really, they probably not, maybe they sell a lot of them still, but I think the ones who really took off with it the right way was Apple and their Apple TV. That's pretty cool.
I don't hear anyone talk about it. I don't even know.
You know why? Because everyone can stream Netflix or Hulu in like any device now. So it's kind of like a dead. It's a dead underwater kind of deal. So look at the new Apple TVs. Now you can actually like play video games on them and cell phone games.
Right. I never really met anyone that actually had a Apple TV. Not
okay, anyone. Guys, we kind of got off the subject a little bit. We're talking a lot about TVs.
Sorry.
I know you guys get excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm knocking you guys. I'll let you guys go on because you know what? Maybe people don't know about the different types of 4K TVs that are out there. So you gave them some knowledge when it comes to getting and what they want to see, and I appreciate that a whole bunch.
By the way, I just want to add to you to leave the TV. Your TV is HDR. It's called HDR Premium.
You're right. I know I had HDR in it because I have a PS4 Pro, and then it shows.
It's the beginning stages of HDR, which is cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
if this is 6300, it's HDR 8-bit. There's a difference between 8-bit and
well, I know the difference between 8-bit and 10-bit, but I mean, my wallet, I wasn't going to sit there. I mean, the TV was on sale at Best Buy for Black Friday.
You also don't have wide color gamut, which makes the colors with the HDR
pop more.
You don't have that.
I mean, but shit, I mean, it was $850.
Like I said, though,
in
order to get quality HDR, you're going to have to spend over $1,000. You can't get quality HDR for less than $1,000.
This year might be different.
Turn up your mic. You got to turn up your mic.
It may be different.
It's gonna be different this year because look, they got new technology. all the companies.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, 4K is becoming a more of a thing now. So 4K is going to be sooner or later. It's going to be just as cheap as the
Affordable.
1080p. So
Well, my
Exactly.
4K
yeah.
stuff out, but they're not much. Cable companies hardly even do 4K yet. Now CNN's already seen articles in them wanting to start pushing.
well, DirecTV and AT&T does because I work for them. So we support 4K.
We don't have AT&T here, and DirecTV is.
It depends on where it sells good for right now. Right now, they're probably not. Look, Netflix can get away with it because they have servers.
Right.
If they were, I would only. I truthfully feel all cable companies. Even I have Cablevision in New York State, and I really feel like all these cable providers should go digital and not have a physical box where you just sign up for like $9.99 and you have every single channel but like the wrestling
Like,
the
major shit.
the
yeah.
major shit. Give us like
Pay-per-view
all the good channels for $9.99. That's how you're gonna get
Also-
people back into TV. Give
Yeah,
them,
'cause I don't watch
you know?
I don't even watch TV.
I don't
only
watch no.
Raw,
I don't
just
watch no
like-
TV.
You don't watch TV because it costs like almost $150.
Just to
No, it's
watch
'cause
fucking
no,
TV
it's not-
commercials.
It's not
I
that.
don't wanna do that.
It's not for the cost. It's because they ain't shit on it.
Right. That
Right.
too.
I'd rather game.
Yeah.
All I watch is
They ain't shit
wrestling
on
on TV.
You
The
know.
only time I remotely fucking watch TV is probably when the TV show Lucifer comes on Fox, and after that, you're not gonna see me watch.
You know, we
TV
live in a
until
digital age.
WWE comes
Yeah,
on. 'Cause
like
I'm a wrestling fan, so I will admit
I'm just
that.
on my phone all the time.
Only
Either.
we
watch
live in a
TV
digital
Monday
age
and
world,
Tuesday.
man.
Right.
You can literally just like go on your computer, go on some random Taliban website and just watch.
Right.
I can watch The Walking Dead if I missed it.
Right.
Just go on this. I go on so many of these.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on because we don't need to talk about TV shows. This is a gaming podcast. This is a gaming podcast. Let's talk about gaming.
Who was that who said I'm ready to talk gaming?
Well,
But I got one subject that I need to talk about though, real quick before we move on to the other subject. You guys know I do this podcast every week, okay?
Right.
And it's always one message that I want to make clear, okay? And you all know me, that's why you're here. And it is that I don't like fanboys. And I try not to interact with them. But every now and then, it's hard to avoid. You get these people like, and I'm going to say some of the names, I don't care if they get mad. James Moran, people like Dyer Smith,
So bad.
and Mike Mayoral, by the way, who I owned on Twitter yesterday. If nobody saw it, go check it out.
I saw it.
Anyway.
I got kicked out. I don't know what happened.
Anyway, the point is, I don't promote the console war.
I think
Okay.
it's
I'm not about hating the Xbox. I'm not. I own one. I own all three of them. And
You
I
just
still
say
got
how
all
it is.
three of them. And I got all the games for them. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I'm not about hating on any platform. And I said Xbox particularly because people are saying that. Okay. Because it's not about the console that I have an issue with. It's about well, some of it's about not having games, but the other thing, it's about the people.
Oh.
Follow me aren't like the people that follow me aren't going around hating on other people. You know, you guys don't hate on other people because where they play.
Nope.
I think people realize that we as a group are sick and tired of the bullshit on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, period. And I hope people understand where I'm coming from and the people that come to my panel are coming from. Now, if anybody wants to add anything, they can. I just had to get that out. If anybody wants to add something, they can. If not, we can move to the next subject. So if somebody wants to add to that, please do. If not, we'll move on.
People think that when we like correct an Xbox or something that we're just hating on them because they play on Xbox, but it's mostly because of the stupid stuff they say.
Oh yeah. I've seen Xbox people or so-called gamers because they're not true gamers. See, I look at this way here. There is nothing wrong supporting a company that you enjoy, the company that you support. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, I support both. There are some people that only so Sony. There are some people that only do Microsoft. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're the type of person who just dick rides that company. They could do the most evil thing in the world, and you still support them and never criticize them about what
Damage
they can.
control.
Right. It just you're just an idiot. Like I just don't get it. Like when I be on YouTube and Twitter and sometimes on Facebook, and I see Xbox guys just posting stupid pictures of the Sony pony thing, and Sony, all they do is make Japanese games. Sony, like, why do you care?
It's choice.
It's just
That's
like,
all
why
really
do
what
you
it is.
care?
It's
I
the
just don't
choice.
understand it. I get
But they're a
confused.
Japanese company, so why wouldn't they make Japanese games?
Right.
Idiots.
Yeah, they've been doing it since the day of time.
Right. But
Oh,
what confuses
Lord.
people-
What about Gundam Wing? No one talks about Gundam Wing. That's
Right.
a Japanese game as it gets.
But see, but it goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's just Sony has games, dude. They have a lot of games. But what games does Microsoft has that PlayStation? I mean, what? Yeah, Halo and Forza 7 or 8 that you making? Like, I mean, come on now, dude. Like, I
Let's
love
be
Forza.
honest,
I have
though.
Forza
Let's be honest.
Horizon 3, but
I'm a gamer. My choice of console is the Xbox because I just like the controller.
right. I was
But
like that too.
I'm not gonna bash the. I have PS4. I love it.
Right.
It's great. It's a great console. One thing is that like I'm just so used to playing Xbox, and I like to where I'm playing it since the original Xbox. You know.
Yeah, same here.
So nonetheless, and I played the 360 for like 10 years. I didn't play it really. I played PS3 when they had their exclusives, but
Oh yeah, that's how I was.
the fact of the matter is, it's like I'm just so used to the controller. I play PS4. I go to my buddy's house. He has Call of Duty for PS4. I'm playing. And I'm like, yo, this doesn't feel right to me. It just feels different. It's a choice. We choose to play what we like, and I'm not gonna bash someone. Maybe I'll joke around with them because just to make them laugh.
Right.
You know, but I won't make fun of their parents or family. You got some people on like even I'm like I love Zaire. He's a good dude, but that thing is out of control. Bang bang.
Yeah,
Holy
that
gang.
Facebook group.
Oh
Like
my
I left
god!
it. I legitly left it because it's just ignorant, like on both sides. But I've seen the Xbox guys are just.
I already told Z that he needs to check the people in there.
Dude, it's
Because
fucking
the
crazy.
people in the group are acting a fool. But somebody, and I know who did it, tried to post some shit about me, which was false.
Mhm.
Okay, naked pictures with my mask of me, my head on it, or my avatar thing, and tried to say somebody else gave him the pic, and somebody called next gen up and said, "You gotta take that shit down." Well, I know who did it. I know who did it.
Well, you could.
But my
So the little bitch wants to hide, but I know who did it.
right, but
The little
see, here's my
20-year-old
thing.
bitch.
But see, here's my thing. When you get like little fucking nerds like that, excuse my language, everybody, but when
No,
you
go
get
ahead.
little,
It's okay. Curse you out. Curse anything you want, dude.
right, but see,
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
what I
thing.
want.
When you get little fucking nerds like that, man, who just little gas motherfuckers.
That's
who-
immature. That's immature.
Yeah, when you get motherfuckers like that who sit there on the fucking keyboard hunting down shit to just so-called expose people, like, dude, what you
Sony
doing here with your life? Do you have a
And the
job?
funny part about it, they're the
Probably they don't. They probably don't have a job.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
They don't have jobs. You're right.
And the
They don't
funny
have
part about
jobs.
it-
They live with their parents or their grandparents, okay? Or they're mooching off of their family, like their brothers or something like that.
Some
or their
people don't have
sisters or whatever.
choices. You know, they have no choice but to live with their parents because they like that's my situation. I can't move the fuck out. I work.
Oh yeah.
and the funny
Well, no,
part is
I'm not
they're the
saying
first
that.
people to
I'm
I
not
work
saying
two
that.
minimum
All I'm
wage
saying is-
jobs. I can't even.
Well, I have
in
my
the
own
state.
house.
But
I have my own
you
family.
work and pay your own shit.
I pay my own bills. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But they're the
They got,
first
and
people that
I
are
also
told.
blame the parents on not giving them the you know,
The guidance.
support,
The
the guidance and telling them, no, your ass gotta get out and get a job.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
buying you your shit.
I guarantee.
You buy your
yeah,
own
man.
phone.
I
I'm
bought
not
my
paying
own
your phone
fucking
bill.
phone.
Yeah.
I buy
They wash
everything.
their clothes. They cook their meals.
I do all that shit myself too.
Some
But
of
what I'm
these.
saying is,
Something.
some of these people don't.
A lot
And
of
that's
them
why
don't.
So much time.
Yeah.
That's why I have so much
Can I-
time on there.
I guarantee
Can I add
there are a
something to
lot
this?
of people like that.
We're not going to stay on
Yeah,
that
so-
subject. I just had to get that out because people were sending
Right.
shit. Subjects. Next one's a good one.
Oh,
Next
let's
one.
hear.
Here we go. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 had a little controversy today. If you pre-order pre-order it, okay, the PlayStation 4 and the PC version will get the season pass free. However, if you pre-order the PlayStation 4 and the PC version will get the season pass free. However, if you pre-order the PC version, the PlayStation 4 and the PC version will get the season pass free. However, if you pre-order the PC version, the PC version will get the season pass free. if you pre-order it on Xbox, you will not get the season pass. Now I saw some tweets like from Anchorman, okay, where he got a little pissed off about this. Your guys' thoughts? Why would they do that if they're going to give a season pass to free if you pre-order it on PlayStation and PC, but you're not going to do it for Xbox?
I don't think that's gonna last. I think hell, I remember when the second game of that game came out and they didn't do that, but the price didn't stay $59.99. Maybe about after a month, it dropped down to $30 because it wasn't selling as great, but it did sell pretty good for what I was told. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not even a fan of that game. I much would rather play the other game that they're talking about, Sniper Elite 3 or 4. I've never played those neither, but I've seen like Sniper Elite 4 looks good. But that game that you're talking about, that looks good too. But I don't know. I don't think that's going to last.
My question is, though, why would they only have it for PlayStation 4 and PC and not Xbox One?
Well, that's a simple reason. It's the PS4 is selling the most.
Yeah, you
These
go where the
companies-
money is.
these
You
companies-
go,
I want to hear what you guys
the
got to
thing
say.
is, you go where the money is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, they gotta
To be
make
honest
money
with you,
somehow.
60 million consoles. There's almost close to 8 billion people in this world. Only 60 million is sold. I mean, there's sold more iPhones than PS4s. But I'm just saying, I think
Yeah, that's
60
all.
million is a good. It's good. I mean, it's 3 years. It took them
Great.
3 years to hit 60 million.
And
I mean,
it's
that's not that
3
bad.
years for Xbox One. They're
Now-
running on,
You
what,
know?
30 of it?
I read an
But
article that
supposedly,
PS2.
I guarantee you, those PS4 Pros are mixed within that 60 million.
Of course.
It has
I mean, but that's still
Has
PS4.
to
I
be.
mean, you
I
probably
saw
should
today
know.
people
Yeah,
buying
it's
PS4.
though.
It's still
I read it-
PS4 whether you
I
like
read
it or
it
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
now
a
you can-
PS4.
wait, Joseph,
You're gonna
one
play
second.
their
You
numbers.
can't say that because when Microsoft builds in their numbers, they're building in the Slim with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So then you can't say. But see, you just brought up about PlayStation again. You got to stop doing that because Microsoft does the same thing.
They-
But at least PlayStation will
I'm
reveal their
not saying
numbers.
it's a bad thing.
Microsoft don't.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
But
It's a good
Microsoft,
thing.
even with 2 consoles, the the Slim, and it's still half.
Still a console. You can
As of right now,
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't even know what the
the
marks
numbers.
are for Xbox One. We really don't know. I don't know.
They didn't hit no 60. They didn't hit no 60.
I don't think they're at
I'm sorry.
60. I think they're at. I'm gonna take a guess and gander. I think they're at least 45 million
You talking about
I don't think
PS4?
so.
for Xbox. They're not. They're
No
not.
Xbox.
They're,
way.
dude, they're
Xbox.
for
No
sure.
I don't think
Xbox
so.
One. Okay, if I want to be fair, this is my opinion. I think now this is me. I think Xbox One, at least at this point in time, should at least be between 38 to 41 million. At least, not
I don't think
45,
it's
because I
that,
think that's foolish.
honestly.
I think that's full of shit. I think they're nowhere near 45 million. But hey, we could be wrong here. But I believe they're ranged between 38 to 41 million, and 38 is probably where I'm going to stop at because I highly doubt that
No, I don't think so.
40 million mark. You don't think so?
I'm even thinking
I
closer
think
between
it's
30 and
28 million.
35.
I kind of believe like when the Scorpio comes out, the code name of Xbox. I think because that's supposedly going to be a 9th generation. I feel when that console comes out, I feel that's when the Xbox One Slim will start taking off because it'll be like $200 probably.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But see, a lot of people keep talking about
It'll take
the
off
Scorpio,
more.
Which, hey, I'm gonna buy the Scorpio.
I'ma buy it.
I'm gonna buy it too. But the problem is, I have with the Scorpio. Yeah, it has how many teraflops are there? These Xbox guys are
6.
bragging 6 ter.
No,
Okay,
actually 7.
7. Yeah, I've heard that
No,
too. I looked at
that's fake.
what's his
No.
YouTube channel, and they're saying it's at 7. What I've heard. Okay, so
These are rumors
Now-
though.
right now,
He
if
said
this
8,
supposed to
I-
be a very
like,
powerful,
months ago.
the most powerful gaming console known to man, whatever, and it has 7 teraflops, and that's pretty good. Okay, now it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Again, not many people have 4K TVs. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know.
Exactly.
Did you know in CES, Samsung announced they own 65% of the 4K market. That's the whole market. That's global.
I
That's
guess
all
so,
over the
but-
world.
okay, but
All right,
shit,
you guys,
man. If
you
I
guys
go
were
one-
talking about the Scorpio a second ago. I got a question. Why did you want? People want to boost up the 4K. It's the most powerful console. Why did Phil Spencer come out and say, "Don't pre-order it until you see what it can do"? If Phil's telling you, "Don't pre-order it," Phil's telling you don't pre-order it. I didn't want to go there, but you guys brought up the Scorpio. No, man, they ain't even announcing games. All it's only is talking about power. And then he said don't pre-order it. Your fans to pre-order the console unless there's something wrong to put on it.
I don't know.
Maybe
Phil doesn't know
not what
I
they
mean,
hyped it
have
up to
you
be.
guys seen like the games? There, I don't know
So
what
far,
Microsoft
I haven't
is.
seen any games for it yet, and I'm not
Yeah, I
judging
mean,
that we're not going to see anything. I guarantee you, we're going to see a lot of good games.
I mean,
That's just my opinion.
the only thing that I've you know, Halo Wars 2, I guess that already came out. And Sea of Thieves.
But I'm
and-
tired of the Halo's franchise has gone downhill. I'm tired of Halo.
I'll be honest
I
with you.
want more than Halo.
Halo 1, 2, and 3 were my favorite Halos. I played Halo 4. That was good. Halo 5 is good. You know, but at the end of the day, I missed the Covenant. I want to fight the fucking Covenant. I don't want to fight some robots. That's
It's just
me.
getting boring. In the
Not getting
beginning, it was
boring.
good.
What Xbox needs are some
Matter of
new
fact, it's
interesting
getting
a little
maybe
IPs.
not for you, but for,
Story,
well, you're
the
saying wait a
storyline's a
minute,
little
see,
stale.
Joseph, here you go again. It's my opinion, and you're telling me no, it's not boring. For me, it's boring. I'm
For you,
allowed.
it is. For me, it's not.
All right,
Halo,
telling me that they're tired of Halo.
The
Halo
storyline's
Wars
a little
2 is
stale.
not going to
though.
be a Scorpio seller. I guarantee
Storyline
you that.
sucks.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah, it's not good. You know, it's a snooze fest. But you know what Xbox really needs, the Microsoft brand really needs? They need to be more like Sony and not as far as like what they do. It's more like getting some third-party support. I mean, Sony has Santa Monica Studios. They have Naughty Dog. They have all these. Why Microsoft doesn't have that? You know,
Well, listen,
like
I'm
they
Because
need
don't
that.
Down
support their
studios.
games.
You want to
But
talk about studios? Microsoft closing down.
Sony just closed down a fucking VR studio.
And they opened another one
What did they
to
open?
replace that one.
What are they
Well,
open?
Studio.
I mean, if they did, that's fine. That's their business. But at the end of the day, they still
It's the same
have,
thing for Xbox. Then, if they close something down, then that's their business too. Why is it gonna get people mad?
Well, it's not
Because
getting
they
me
didn't
mad. The
get
only
less
thing I'm
games if they
upset
close the
about, I just
studio
don't
down.
understand
No,
like why
Mr. Joseph,
Microsoft.
you're not. Once again, you're being a fanboy and damage
No,
controller.
I'm not. I'm just
You say
trying.
you
I'm
want-
just
yeah,
trying to
no,
tell you.
no.
It's an opinion. It's an opinion.
Well, I
If they
get what
don't have any studios,
I
how
had
do
my
they
get-
make
opinion,
I
and
get
you
what
told me
you're
I was wrong.
no, I wasn't. I said you can have your
I said
opinion.
no, it's not boring. The
No, what I'm-
fucking Halo is fucking boring.
The
It is
storyline.
boring.
The
And the
storyline
storyline
is. The
sucks.
storyline sucks.
No, Nancy, that's an opinion,
I much prefer Halo 1, 2, and 3 storyline over this new Halo series.
But you
Speak
are
out
damage
on it.
controlling because you said, oh, well, you know, Microsoft has closed down studios, but they're not reopening anything.
As
'Cause
of
we don't have
as of right
games.
now, you're right. As of right, but we don't know that. E3 could, for all we know, they could say, hey, guess what? We just bought back the rights for Scalebound, and we're gonna bring it back. We don't know.
They
This
never-
is all.
But
This
even
is
They
if
all
ain't bringing back no
bullshit.
Scalebound.
Even
They're
if
full
they-
of
you don't
shit.
know.
They cancel
Even
it
if
and
they
then
did
just
bring
reveal
back
it later. Like,
Scalebound,
Joseph, where did you get that
they
from?
makes no
already
sense.
set
Who
that.
told you that?
No one told me. It's a thought. That's all it is.
But
why would they
okay,
cancel
like
a
I
game
was,
and then
I'm going back to what I was
re-announce it
saying
6 months
first.
later?
Okay, now I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. Now, like I was saying, that Sony has, you know, Naughty Dog and all those other studios, Santa Monica Studios and all that. Why does Microsoft not have that? Now, you know, don't get me wrong, you know, like you said, Sony has closed down studios, whatever. Okay, that's their business, it's marketing purposes. But at the same time, they still have that support. You know, God of War 4 or the new God of War, whatever the hell this is supposed to be called, The Last of Us 2, you know, Last of Us Part 2. Why does Microsoft doesn't make a game that's very, very good like that? I mean, what you gonna think, Quantum Break? Yeah, what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? A game that's like a Netflix game. Fuck off. I want a game that's actually like really good, that makes me remember. Because when you think of Sony, what you think? God of War, you think Last of Us, you think of Uncharted, you
God
think
of
of,
War is
you
a
know,
great series. I can't wait for that.
yeah, but when you think of Xbox, what you think of?
Halo.
Halo, Force,
Gears.
Gears. I mean, it should be more than just a fucking shooter. I mean, yeah, you make it like two, like a third-person shooter game and a first-person shooter game that people get sick of, just like Call of Duty, and then you make a fucking racing game that, you know, it's pretty much no difference. There's no difference between maybe HDR. Okay, maybe I get that, but if you don't have HDR TV, if you're still rocking a 1080p TV, what is the general difference between Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3? What you added what, like 40 more cars? Yeah, whatever, dude.
They
Like,
said
come
the
on.
same thing. They said the same thing about Gran Turismo series.
Well, I never really
Oh,
liked
got
Gran Turismo either. So I said
My
the same-
favorite one was the third one.
Yeah.
Then I stopped. It became too much of a weird simulator to the point
Right.
where you're like, what the fuck is this? This is shit.
Right. And one of my friends that he's an Xbox guy too, and he was telling me, well, Microsoft's thinking about making Forza 7. And I'm like, dude, didn't they just make Forza 6? Like not too long ago? Like
I don't know. I don't even play I stopped playing racing games. I don't remember the last time I played a racing game. Maybe Forza 5.
well, I have Horizon 3. And don't get me wrong, it's a good fucking game. I bought the DLC with the whole snow thing. It's really good. I like Forza.
I played that actually. That was a good demo.
Yeah, like
I would get that over
don't
Forza.
Get me wrong. Don't get me
regular
wrong.
Forza.
Forza is a good racing game. You know, for anyone that thinks I'm not, I'm just damage controlling Forza, think I hate the series. No, I really, really like Forza. I just wish that Microsoft would make something else besides Gears, Forza, and Halo. There's more to just shooting and racing.
It's almost like how you say that. I wish Sony would come back.
Thank you very much.
I wish Sony would come back with their old games. I would really love to see a brand new, whole new series to Twisted Metal or a brand new series to Spyro. I would love to see.
I don't know about that
Spyro,
because
though.
what I've seen of Sony lost the rights to Spyro. They sold it, so Sony can't do anything.
Yeah,
so Sony can't do anything about it.
Joseph, I got a question
They
for you.
only published the games. They never owned them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joseph, I got a question for you. You're saying you wish Sony would come back with some stuff. See, here's a damage controlling again. What about all the games we had on the 360 that Microsoft doesn't do for us now? We even had Japanese games, RPGs, and all that. We ain't
the
got
backwards
shit
compatible?
now.
The backwards compatible? Or are you talking?
Pat, I'm talking about
New
newer games. You don't want to put shit on it. You just want to give us backwards compat.
Yeah.
I put a lot of money into Microsoft.
Can you?
I have a right to be pissed off that they're not giving me what I want.
Can you give
I'm
me
tired of them doing
explain
backwards
better?
combat.
Can you explain games that you want to see? Can you?
I'd buy an Xbox.
You say games that you have like on the arcade, or are you talking about like
any games? They don't do any Japanese games anymore. They don't do RPGs. They don't do it's shooters and racers, like was just said. People are tired of that shit.
I get sick of it.
It's all it is. And if you want to play an RPG or whatever, well, when it's backwards compat, you can do it. I don't want to play backwards compat. I already played it on my 360.
Yeah. Right.
Come on now.
It's just like, they're just making these backwards compatible games, and yeah, that's fine. I thought that was cool when Microsoft announced backwards compatibility, and I thought that was pretty nice. But how far can you stress that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, they brought back.
You're absolutely right. I mean, no one really. I mean, people play backwards compatibility, but to a certain degree. The only game I played backwards compatibility so far
is what?
I think he cut out.
Yeah.
He cut out.
Yeah.
All right, but you guys. Oh, by the way, before I do anything, I gotta do a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
He's not on the podcast, but he's gonna be here soon one day. We got Iron Wolf in the comment section. Everybody say, "Hey, what's up, Iron Wolf?"
Yo, Iron Wolf.
What's up, Wolf?
Yo, what up, Iron Wolf?
Kick me out again. Fucking thing, man.
I don't know. You got Microsoft Windows 10 or something that kicking you out?
I got a fucking MacBook. Fucking Steve Jobs.
Yeah, and if you look at this guy here in the comment section right here, I'm trying to go to his channel. Sonic Wolf here, Supersonic Wolf. He says that right here.
That's Iron Wolf.
That's Iron Wolf.
My fault. Sorry.
Iron Wolf.
Yeah, my fault. Okay. Well, Iron Wolf says that Black Ops 2 became backwards compatible recently, which that's a good thing. Black Ops 2 was one of the most popular CODs back in 2012. But I mean, I still have my Xbox 360 and my PS3. I never bought the slim PS3. I had the old fat one that looks like the George Foreman grill PS3. Yeah, I have that one. And
I have that one.
Yeah.
PS2 slim.
Yeah, well, I don't have a PS2 anymore. I don't remember last time I even owned one, but I still have a PS3 and a 360. I have 3 360s and 1 PS3 that I don't even touch. I was thinking about giving to my family members to watch Netflix on, but my 360, but my 360, I have the Xbox 360e, and I have the the Modern Warfare 2 Elite 360 and the regular arcade 360, the one that gets like shit ton of red ring is death. Yeah, I have one of those. Yeah. And
I've had one Ring of Death on my 360 once.
I had
And
I got lucky.
and
I've
that
never
was
had
that was my original Xbox. It lasted me about 5 or 6 years.
yeah, and I never had.
I
a
never had
problem
any.
with PlayStation 3.
Happened in
And
2010.
that's and I don't understand that. Like back in the day, I've heard that the percentage rate of Red Ring of Death on 360 was at 55%, and PlayStation was at 20, and Wii was at 10. So
No, the only reason why the Xbox 360 Ring of Death is because it was just a lot of heat. You know, the fan wasn't that much. It was big enough, but it wasn't to the point where they needed more areas for it to cool down. They ever
Right.
seen how they did the towel
You know what
trick?
the other problem was, though? Can I tell you something, Joe? You know what the other problem was? People weren't even also, and I found that out because I did some research. People weren't even putting it in the right spot.
Yeah.
They were putting it in spots where it had no way to air out in the back. Like they'd have a
Yep.
TV stand or a shelf that had no backing that was open. You had people putting it on a damn carpet.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't put it on
stupid.
the carpet.
Yeah.
For any console, I wouldn't do that for any console.
no, you don't.
Yeah.
No,
And see,
never.
a lot of people. Here's the thing: you guys got to remember. You remember growing up when you go to your family's house or your friend's house and stuff like that. Back in the day, people had PS2s and stuff in their house and PS1s and N64s. Everyone had their console sitting on the carpet. Everyone did.
Yeah, because it was built like a tank.
Yeah, everyone did. And I don't get me wrong, I did it with my PS3 and I did it with my 360, but luckily I never laid my 360 down. I had it standing up.
I had my
So-
GameCube on the carpet once.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
see, you're smart though. You had it standing up so the fan it had some
right. And I had a
breathing
support
room.
over it. So if you know, like
Exactly.
if
But see,
anybody
people
walked
lay it
past
flat.
down,
People
yeah,
were laying it flat. That's why the numbers were so high because you're causing your own red ring of
Not
death.
even the Red Ring of Death. Do you guys remember the when you would stand the 360 up and it would like make a scratch the disc?
that's only if
Oh, wow, that
if
was
you picked if you
horrible.
picked a fucking
Stupid.
console over or some shit. Because my cousin did that when I had Saints Row 1.
Yeah.
When that shit was exclusive to Microsoft at one
That was a
point.
great game. I
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
game.
Now it's a shit game, but
That was a shit game.
yeah, but
Guys, we're gonna move on to the next subject. We don't need to talk about that damn red ring of death. It's over.
Yeah.
Let
It's
it go.
dead.
Let's go. It is. Let's move on to the next subject. It's the last subject. Okay. And it's about PS4 again. PS4 is getting the all new beast mode for the Pro. Mode will allow games to run at a better frame rate, run better. The Pro seems it seems like it's adding options for us to play on from 1080p, 60 frames per second, or 4K. I don't know too much about this mode just yet. Okay. But once again, though, what I'm trying to say is that the PlayStation is getting better and better. It seems like each week we talk about the PlayStation 4 is getting better. You know, I mean, they keep just bringing us stuff of changes and better changes. What are your guys' thoughts about the beast mode? And to you guys, is this a game changer?
I think it's a great idea. Any idea they can bring to the table for their console to enhance visuals and frame rates is fun. Is great. And I give this to all companies: Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony. If you could do it on all your consoles, great. Another thing I would like to see though, if Sony's doing this and they're having a nice little beast mode, I hope in day one it has to happen with Scorpio. If it don't, then that's kind of a little bit concerning. But at the end of the day,
if that seven so-called 7 teraflops is in it,
They won't need to have one.
and it really
probably won't
wouldn't
need to have it. It's already beast already.
Yeah. So technically, wouldn't need it. I mean,
But I'm
PS4 Pro would
sure
need it
it's
more
gonna
than
have a mode for like maybe turning on and off your features of what you want to do. You can already do now on
kinda
Scorpio.
stated that's what it's gonna do. You can play it in
Yeah.
1080p, and you can play it in 4K.
I think it's a great idea though, Titanfall Princess. I think the fact that Sony's actually looking into making their PS4 Pro more powerful, and they want to give more of a good experience. I think this is going to be good for not only their multiplats, but I think this is also going to be more. They're probably going to utilize it more for their exclusives. like God of War, Spider-Man.
Right,
Most
right.
definitely.
Days Gone. I can't wait for that game.
Oh yeah.
I really hope we
Oh,
get some
man.
dates this year, guys. I'm just saying. Like I cannot wait.
I
for
don't
games.
see God of War coming out this year. I just don't
It
think
might
it's
because
gonna.
they say it's done, but they might
I
hold it
s-
off to have
I
one
see
day.
it.
I heard rumors that it's like
I heard rumors too.
I think
I
Sony might
heard
want to
that
have
too.
it.
I don't know
Sony
if
might
it's
want to have
true.
it its own day.
I mean, I hope it does because I love the God of War series.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan.
But Christmas time, holiday time would be perfect because shit,
They
we got
gotta
Black
do it.
Friday, we got
They
Cyber
got
Week,
to
we
do
got
it.
all that shit.
Because
They
I'm gonna
have
tell you
to.
something. I remember when
The
God of War
multi-packs
3
roll that
came out.
time.
It came out somewhere in May of 2010.
Yeah.
Because my birthday is in May. And,
My birthday's in May too. When's your birthday?
Right.
That's cool.
the 3rd.
Mine's the 9th.
Nice. So
That's two
I remember
family
when-
members that I got 3 family members that are in May as well.
Nice.
yeah, the Mayflower. But
Yeah, my mom's in May.
if anyone knows that.
But okay,
anyways.
get back on your thoughts on this beast mode.
But yeah, me for the beast mode, I think it would be really good since I do have the PS4 Pro, and I think it would really help out the frame rate, especially because I'm still playing Uncharted 4 and I haven't beaten it yet. So
I haven't beat it yet neither.
yeah,
I'm stuck.
yeah,
puzzle.
like. But the thing I don't like about Uncharted 4, the puzzles, I mean, I haven't really ran into difficult puzzles. I mean, that's what I enjoyed.
With those paintings. I kind of was like
Painting.
confused.
Well, I guess I'm not on that part. I'm
Oh,
on the
that was
part-
easy.
I was
I'm on the
confused.
part
No,
where-
they were kind of hard to find.
I'm on the part at the moment as I'm playing Black Ops 3 at the moment. But at the moment when that I can remember, I stopped at the part where I guess Nathan Drake and his brother Sam, they're on I guess I don't remember where they are, but it's all about the whole Jesus thing and you know, the thief and the douchebag thief and shit, and they're trying to figure out how to I don't remember. They're trying to do some shit with it. It's a puzzle in that part, and you're trying to do something with that, and that's what I stopped at. And it was one puzzle to it, and it was very simple. It was kind of common sense. It wasn't even difficult, because that's what I liked about Uncharted 1 and 2. That the puzzles wasn't common sense. It was difficult as shit.
Yeah.
On this game, it's too easy.
See, but my thing is, I love puzzles.
Yeah.
I'm a puzzle
I
person.
do
I
too.
love to
I
figure
love 'em
out
too.
shit. I love them. And so when they give me one in the game, it's like, I can do this. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in my puzzle mode now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm glad you guys like puzzles too, because I've heard people say, and I'm talking about fanboys say, oh, I don't like puzzles in games. I want to go from point A to point B. What fun is going from point
Fuck,
A to
if they-
point B
if
in
they
a
only-
game?
You're not a
If they
gamer.
only knew that life was a fucking puzzle.
Exactly.
Life is a puzzle.
Right.
Life is the hardest puzzle you ever deal
Holy
with.
shit! Every day I deal with life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely.
I don't know, man. Someone left.
Right. Before we go, there was one bit of news I did want to bring up, which I forgot about. Which I was talking to somebody, and there was an article that they read, something that came out about Nintendo Switch. Now we all know that Nintendo Switch is doing the online thing,
Yeah.
but what they're doing is they're saying it's only going to be between $17 and $26 a year,
Okay.
That's cheap.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's
I think
good.
it's 'cause
That's good news.
Nintendo-
But the only thing that they did wrong, which is what they said when they give you free games, it's only for a month, and then they take it away. They're still doing that, supposedly. Now that is messed up. If
That
you're going to offer free games, it shouldn't just be for a goddamn month, and then you take it away.
Then they might have to raise the price to do that. That's a, you know. I don't know.
Me, like I
think
said, I'm not getting the Switch. I'm not into.
I'm gonna wait.
And like a lot of people are into Nintendo,
I'm
like I
waiting.
was saying earlier, into the early in the podcast. I'm not into Nintendo. I don't like any of their stuff.
You did say
I don't.
that.
Yeah, like I don't in like any games they bring out. I don't like. I'm not into that Zelda crap. I mean, a lot of people like Zelda. I don't really give a fuck about it. It's just me. I don't like Donkey Kong. I don't like that Mario shit. I'm not into that. It's
But that
shit.
new Mario game was fucking fire.
Dude,
I mean,
brought
I'm
back to my
that's some
childhood.
shit that I would give my daughter to
The
play.
thing-
You feel me? Like that's something that I would like my daughter. Like here,
I'm
baby.
sorry, but
What
I'm
Wanna
a
play
big
Mario,
PS4
dude?
What year? What era were you born in terms of the console era?
Well, I was around in the N64 era. I was 95 baby. I was a 90s baby. But when I was a kid, I didn't just never. I was
Alright.
one of those kids where I was into zombies. I was into anime and zombies, evil shit. I was into scary shit. You know what I'm saying? I was.
So
I was
you were
a
like one of
seven-
those kids that dressed up in from Hot Topic stuff, right?
Oh no, I wasn't. I wasn't a fag. I mean, sorry.
that
for
wasn't nice. You need to
Okay.
apologize for that.
Oh, yeah,
now.
that's what I was about to do. Sorry for
kidding,
all
I'm
the,
kidding.
sorry for the homosexual people. I started to use the word fag, but I mean, I'm not one of those cut myself type people. No, I was just into the. I was just a regular, kid.
You were into the crazy shit. You were
Yeah.
into the weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was into
That's cool.
wrestling. And
That's
I was
fine.
into
Yeah.
zombies and stuff. While
Yeah.
kids
He
are
was
like
into the
7
weird
years
shit.
old,
Yeah.
I was playing Resident Evil, and everybody else is playing, little baby games and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, that is crap, man. We're gonna go to my friend's house. If you don't have like shooting games, if you don't have Resident Evil, or if you don't have anything like that of that nature, then I wouldn't even want to play the game with you. Because majority of the people I even played, games with, like PS2 days, all they had was either Need for Speed, or they just had what, just pretty much that, and what, football games or shit like that. That's boring.
Yeah.
Like no.
I saw a picture. I saw a picture someone posted. Since you said Need for Speed, someone posted. I think it was on Bang Bang. They were like, "Yes, this game needs to be remastered," and it was like Need for Speed 2. I'm like, why? Like, leave it in the dust.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick of these companies remastering games. Like, give it a fucking break already.
Nah, you got a point.
Yeah.
Like
On
some
that note-
games.
Okay,
need to
go ahead.
be- but not all games need to be remastered. Like they don't have to
Some games just
remaster
need to be left
everything.
alone.
Like me, it goes back for me because I was a big, and I still am, Elder Scrolls fan. I'm a humongous Elder Scrolls fan.
Okay.
And I remember as a kid, that's how I got my original Xbox, when Elder Scrolls Morrowind came out, and that was exclusive to that console. And because Bethesda is a big Microsoft. They collab with Microsoft a lot, pretty much. They do a
Big
lot of stuff
players.
with Microsoft.
Mhm.
And I remember when the Morrowind came out, because when I was a child, I was in school once, and some kid, some little kid brought this game, and he told me to check it out. And I looked at the case of it, and I was like, okay, I'm young. I was like, okay, well, I asked my mom, see if she'll buy it for me, whatever. And I played Morrowind, and that's one of the best Elder Scrolls games known to man, besides Oblivion. And you get a lot of these people who are big Elder Scrolls fans and want them to remaster Oblivion. And just goes back to what you were saying. Not all games need to be remastered. And Morrowind,
Yeah, Skyrim
No.
is enough.
Are enough.
There are
Skyrim is
some that
definitely
do
enough.
and some
Right.
that don't.
Now, here's the thing. Now, if they just so happen, just say if they did, because Bethesda already said they're not going to do it. That's too much work they have to do. Because if they remaster a 10-year-old game or 11 or 12-year-old game, then that's technically not remastering it. They have to rebuild that game. Rebuild that engine. That engine has been outdated.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you can continue. Sorry.
Here's a game that I don't think that should have never been remastered. Instead, I think they should have just made a newer version of it and gave us the older versions with the newer version, and maybe not remaster them, but or through the remasters them, but not sell it as a separate thing. And that's Crash Bandicoot. I feel like they should have made a newer one and then gave us the remastered versions for free.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But you never know. That's probably what they're going to do next year. You never
I
know.
hope so.
They did that with Ratchet and Clank, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're going to do.
And they didn't even have to that. They didn't have to remaster the Ratchet and Clank. I love Ratchet and Clank. I think the
Right.
original one's one of my favorite ones, and I played
Yeah, I
this new
like that.
one.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
That
Ratchet
was
Clank.
pretty dope, but they didn't have to reboot it. I'm like, why? Like,
I liked Ratchet and Clank, but I was more of a Sly Cooper guy myself.
I never played.
Oh, I like Sly
I
Cooper.
never-
I love Sly
played some
Cooper.
pieces.
That was more. Of
I was like a Ratchet and Clank, and I remember I played Jack and Daxter, the original one.
They,
I like that one too.
That was good. I would like to see them come out with another one of that one.
Hell yeah, dude.
I remember
Alright,
the second one was hard. It was hard as hell. I couldn't beat that.
I think the
Guys, we're
reason
gonna
they're
move on.
making
There's one more
transformation.
last thing that I forgot about.
Mhm.
Because I keep bringing up things and I keep remembering things that when I talk to people in chats and other things that I talked about. Now, hurt anybody's feelings or nothing like that, but it goes back to the fanboys. They're talking about the Scorpio and all its power and how Sony is shit. Well, Sony ain't shit because they got a Blu-ray player in the Scorpio. And guess what? For every Scorpio that's going to be sold, Sony gets a royalty for that. It's their Blu-ray.
I like to add on
And
that
I'm
one.
tired of them saying, oh, we're all powerful with this. It only gives those fanboys another place, social media, play movies, instead of Netflix or whatever, pop some shit in there, go to Redbox and rent your shit or whatever, and play another movie instead of playing games.
I don't know why.
I would say,
I
why
want to
buy a
add, I want
gaming
to add to
console
that.
to
I want
watch
to
the
add
movie
to.
for?
Go ahead.
I like to add to.
Right.
You say how Sony gets royalties for their Blu-ray player. No, because you want to know why?
Yeah, they do.
No, I'll show you. I'll prove a fact to you. Blu-ray disc. The only thing this is the reason why Sony is always considered to say, oh, they own the format of Blu-ray. They don't own the format to Blu-ray. No one owns it. It's an association. It's called Blu-ray Disc Association. It's a group. It's like the stock market. Every company, every movie company.
That's not true. Where did you get
Bullshit.
that from? That's not true.
I will
Oh
show
my
you.
God.
I will show you a fact. There's an actual
Can I add-
website. There's a website to this. All
Can
these
I add
companies have
something?
to.
Sony actually made the Blu-ray.
They don't make it.
Honestly,
They
why
were
does
the
it matter?
ones.
We're not like financial investors for
I
these
know.
companies, so
I
it shouldn't
understand, but
matter.
I'm just telling you. They don't. When Sony sells a Blu-ray disc, they make money off of the movies they sell. That's for them. That's the money they make for when they sell a Blu-ray disc.
They
When
make money off of Blu-ray. I could bring people in.
So
Many
that means-
podcasts,
I'm
I'm gonna bring
telling
people in and
you,
talk
I-
about it.
I spoke to people who work for these movie companies. They have to buy into the Blu-ray. It's called Blu-ray Disc Association. They have to buy
That's our
into
crowd.
it. They have to buy into the Blu-ray format just
So
to
let me-
sell their movies.
So what about Microsoft? Since they use
Microsoft too. Microsoft have to buy into it too.
So if they have to do it, that means they give Sony money too. So how in the fuck?
Thank you.
Microsoft's
So
not
how-
get,
so-
Microsoft buys into it, and so does Sony. This is a group.
No, Sony don't. Sony made
Sony
the
did not
Blu-ray.
make the Blu-ray.
How did they buy?
They were just the first dudes to fucking market the damn thing.
It's a
telling you.
Sony Blu-ray
Yeah, it's a
player. It's a
Sony.
I mean,
Sony
Sony,
Blu-ray
it's
player.
a Sony Blu-ray player, but it's not. They don't own they didn't invent it. They were the first ones to put it in a console and sell it to the market. They were the first ones.
Well, those
Sony
motherfuckers.
Blu-ray
Just
player.
like
How are you
Toshiba,
telling me it's
if
not
that's true,
associated with
then those
Sony?
But if that's true, then those motherfuckers revolutionized it because
They
everyone
just
has
look, Sony just was smart. They took a format and they fucking revolutionized it and they put it to the market to where it is right now.
Well, they might as well say they fucking own it then.
They
That's
don't-
their shit. But
They own the idea of how they market it, but they're not making fucking money off of people from whoever sells it. If that was the case, Sony would be making billions and billions each and every day on selling each and every Blu-ray movie internally. You know how I know this? Because my YouTube channel is based off of this. This is what my fundamental reason of why I built a YouTube channel. Go on my channel. You'll see everyone talk about it.
right. Well, what is it?
It's Joseph 10704. My channel is based off of home theater and
I'm
Blu-rays.
telling you, you're gonna argue with me once
I will
again.
show you. I'll show you when the
Whatever.
podcast
You
is
know what?
done.
All right, I'm not gonna argue with you about this because I know what the motherfucking facts are, and other
Right.
people in here
I
also.
just-
No, you're not gonna tell me
I'm
that
not
Sony
telling
did
you.
not Blu-ray.
They did
Yes,
not make it. They
they did.
didn't invent it. They marketed it really well to make you think that they're
It's
selling
called a Sony. Joseph, listen, it's called a Sony Blu-ray player.
I think it depends
Blu-ray
on which
player.
Blu-ray player they use.
it. Their Blu-ray players that they sell is their own.
Oh
Yes,
my lord, never mind.
that's
come
the
on.
one that they sell. But they're not selling. You just said that for every Blu-ray player Microsoft sells, Sony gets a royalty. No, they don't.
I didn't say every Blu-ray player Microsoft sells. I said for every Scorpio Microsoft sells.
How do you know they're gonna have a Blu-ray player?
Sony Blu-ray player in there.
How do we know that? It's not even out yet.
Oh my God! Never mind. We're done. Listen, everybody do the outros because I'm not gonna argue with you. Because there you go, being a fanboy again, which I said I don't want to be a fanboy.
I'm just talking my own
Don't
opinion.
yell at me. First of all, don't yell at me on my podcast. This is my motherfucking
Oh my
podcast.
God! Why you gotta go so crazy? I'm just trying to be fair.
I looked it up.
Crazy.
I looked it
Are
up.
you gonna call me crazy?
Okay, here's the thing. I looked it up
You
here.
gonna call me crazy?
Look it up. Look it up. Look it
Okay,
up.
I
Calm
looked it up
down,
here.
man. You're acting.
Dude, you're
Man,
off the
hold on.
podcast from now on.
Hold
Do your
on.
fucking outro and get the fuck out.
Okay, TP.
What's wrong with you? Come
I
on.
looked up. Hold on.
Do your outro, Joseph, and get the fuck out. Because you're
Hold
not
on.
going to call me crazy on my motherfucking podcast.
I'm just.
Go to somebody else. You don't. No. You
All right,
respect.
I will apologize to
Shut
you.
the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up right now. You respect all those dudes right now at any podcast you go to. You don't call them crazy, but you're going to call a female crazy?
Hold on.
You're done. You're done, bitch. You're done.
Okay.
Do your outro and get out.
Okay, hold on.
Do your outro and get out.
All right, TP, check this out. I looked it up here, and
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it right now. I'm gonna do the outros.
Because some of the stuff he was saying is right, and some of it is wrong at the same time. I just looked it up.
I understand that, but right now I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Cause he just
Sony
disrespected
does
me.
kind of.
And I,
Well, this one guy says Sony does own Blu-ray. They own a lot.
he does own it.
They don't
That's what
own the Blu-ray, right?
They own a lot of market of Blu-ray. I mean,
Oh my God.
they do. That's what this one guy. There's a lot of people are saying this in the. No, I
Man,
did not look at Wikipedia because
Go to the website.
And I went to GameSpot. I went on Reddit, and they're saying the same thing. Sony owns the license to Blu-ray, so they. I mean,
exactly. Thank you.
They do own it. I just looked at it.
They don't own the rights to Blu-ray. They don't own the license to it. They own the license to sell it.
Oh my God. Do me a favor. Stop talking. Do your outro and go, please.
Why you gotta be? Why you gotta be like that?
Well, I mean, what I've
Why I
seen
gotta be like
here,
that?
people
You
pay
called me crazy.
Sony. To
I didn't mean
do
to. I'm not calling you crazy.
You said you're acting crazy. Don't do that on my podcast.
Okay, I apologize.
Don't call
to you.
me crazy on my podcast.
I'm sorry.
Did you? No. Fuck your apology. Do you call Z crazy when he said something out of line? No. Do you call any other podcast, any other dude crazy? No. But you want to call a female crazy. I gave you opportunity to come on here and speak your piece, and then you want to call me crazy because I know my motherfucking facts. Somebody else just brought out the motherfucking facts, but you want to say your facts are better than mine and call me crazy. No. To do it, I will mute your shit. I'm giving you a chance one last time to do an outro. Either do it or shut up.
I think he left already.
Let him leave.
Yeah.
Because he's acting stupid now. He doesn't do this to any dude. He's done this shit before. He acts like he knows everything. And he don't know shit. I schooled his ass in plenty of chats, plenty of tweets, lots of times. He was on my podcast once before, and he tried to say shit, and I schooled his ass, and everybody else jumped on his ass because he tried to tell me I was wrong. But he don't go after guys and tell them they're wrong.
Yeah, like, okay, look at this guy here in a
Listen, I own more games, okay? I own more games than you do. I got a better trophy system than you do. I got a better achievement system on Microsoft than you do. Are you over 103K, bitch? Shut up. Shut up. And you've been there since OG. Get the fuck out of here. I work. So do I. You work so hard that you work 2 jobs, but you still live with mommy and daddy, right? You work 2 jobs. You should be out on your own by now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But anyway, let's not get into that.
Anyways,
Let's do our outros. We'll start out with Young C's. Do your outro, Young C's.
All right. I want to thank everybody for showing me the support over the past, 2017. And I'm back. Recently started making videos again. I'll probably do a stream after this. So if you guys want to come to my channel and check it out, that would be nice. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter, YoungT's24. That's pretty much it for now. Just hoping to be on the podcast next time and keep on going.
Of course, Young. Carl, do your outro.
Oh, he left. Carl left.
Oh yeah,
Carl
Carl.
left? Oh, shit.
A while ago.
Oh, shit. I didn't know he left. I was just being quiet. All right, Demetrius, you do your outro.
All right, everybody. This is Dimitri. I just want to go ahead and X out of here. It was good to be on the podcast. It's good to talk to everybody, TP and everybody here. Hope you guys check out my channel. It's good to hear from everybody. Hopefully, I'll be on next week.
Oh, Brian, you gonna do your outro?
Oh yeah. It's kind of fun to be here, even though kept getting cut off by the guy who you schooled.
He's an ignorant
Yeah, I
fuck.
couldn't talk either. I was trying to.
All right, and just keep it gaming. Go where the games are at. Don't listen to these fanboys. Just go where the games are at.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
keep trying to give this jackass a chance, but I'm done giving him a chance. I don't really care. I'd rather have me on a podcast by myself than invite his ass back again. But anyway, first of all, I want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast, for following me. Do me a favor. The guys that are here right now, just the outros, check out their shit. Please do. They are good guys. Young C's, Brian, and we got Demetrius. Check out whatever they do. Hit them up. I'm sure they can play games with you or whatever. Let them know what your thoughts are. I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank my panel members that came. You guys were good. You said, and guys, I'm sorry I got upset, but I don't like nobody calling me crazy. You don't do that. I know about the podcast he's on. He don't do that to nobody else. He'll just agree and shut his mouth up, but he gonna call a female crazy because you have no respect for female, and I don't like that type of fanboyism. So, thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. Find me playing games on PlayStation because unfortunately Xbox ain't got none right now for me to play on. So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you know where to find me. This is Titanfall Princess. I'm signing out. Thank you all very much.
All right.
All right.